Good afternoon and welcome to our distinguished guests, community members, and leaders to another ribbon cutting at the Killeen Regional Airport. In recent years, we've seen incredible progress here, including the launching of a new website, enhancing the concession area, improving the tarmac and runway, and opening 2 new hangars. With the introduction of these solar panels, we're now also entering a pivotal moment in our city's journey to a greener and more sustainable environment. And now I'd like to go ahead and introduce our city manager, Mr. Kent Cagle, for a few remarks.
Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone for being here. And it's my honor to stand in for Mayor Nash King. She really wanted to be here. If you're at the council meeting last night, she talked about how downtown is her number one thing. But number 1A, I would say, is Killeen Regional Airport. And this is very important to her. And she was really upset that she couldn't be here. But it's great to see so many familiar faces. And old friend Mike McCloskey is now with Congressman Carter. Know him from Leander days. Thanks for being here with us, even though Veronica, thanks for being here for Congressman Pfluger. We're really honored that you took this time to be here. And all of our city representatives, military representatives, council members, and all of our community members. It's always great to celebrate another milestone at Killeen Regional Airport. And this ribbon cutting to unveil this beautiful solar integrated covered parking lot. It's one more reason why travelers from Round Rock to Waco and all points in between are choosing Killeen Regional as their first choice when flying. This covered parking area is not only a valuable amenity that enhances the passenger experience, but it also represents a significant step forward for both the environment and the city of Killeen. While we've had some solar panels around the city, this marks our city's first major solar project, but most certainly not the last. It stands as a testament to the staff and council's proactive approach to environmental stewardship and a commitment to creating a greener future, green in the environment and green in the bank account as well. This building you see behind us is probably the second largest energy user in our inventory of all of our buildings, and we're going to make significant reductions in our electric bills. So in closing, I want to extend a sincere thank you to everyone who played a role in bringing this project to life, and that's a very big group that you'll hear more about in a moment. Airport's Aviation Executive Director Mike Wilson and our entire aviation team have worked tirelessly to keep this airport at the forefront of innovation while providing top-tier amenities. And also a huge thank you to our partners at Ameresco who are responsible for these solar panels. We are extremely proud of this project, and thank you one more time for being here.
All right, and now with Ameresco, I'd like to introduce Mr. Vince Drilling.
Again, welcome and thank you, everyone. And how is it, great is it that we can be sitting here in the shade and doing this outside? It's wonderful. I expected to be squinting and looking out at everyone, but I can sit here in the shade and think about how wonderful of a place this will be to park for the residents of this community in the future. Since we first started this project with the airport, it was very clear from our kickoff meeting that this was a mission-oriented community. And it was their mission, they said, in day one, to maximize both the environmental and the financial returns for a project like this. And we were able to work together with the airport to, one, go get federal grant money to the tune of $5 million to help offset the cost of this. And then two, offset on an environmental standpoint over 68% of the electric load on this facility. So we were able to go, achieve both a strong financial reward for this project and reduce our electrical consumption. And that came from both a almost 1 megawatt AC and solar power on-site production, and also almost 2,000 LED lights that were done on the inside. So there's improvements on the inside of the airport as well to reduce the electric consumption. So combine on-site power generation with reduced consumption, and we have a project that's both, as we said, green for the bank and green for the earth. And those are the types that we look for in this Texas community. So wanted to say thank you not only to the city and the airport staff, also to some of our partners Garver's been fantastic as an owner's rep for the community. Mike Wilson, we couldn't have done it without you, and Chris Cole with all the on-site support. So thank you very much to everyone, and we look forward to parking here in the future. Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce the Executive Director of Aviation for the City of Killeen, Mr. Mike Wilson.
I appreciate everybody coming out today. A lot of what I was going to say, Vince has already read my notes and spoke my part, so we'll see how this goes. But this is a day that we've really looked forward to for many, many years, right, Billy and Vince? Billy and I started working on this thing back in 2018. And, Billy McCord and with Ameresco and their team have really been a part of trying to make this vision become a reality and see what you see here today. The original concept was for Ameresco to design, build, and fund and finance this whole project with no upfront cost to the city. We would then repay Ameresco with the savings that we received from the generation of electricity from the panels. However, once we got through all the design process and all the things we had to do, COVID hit. And of course that put everything on hold. And then once we got through COVID, the inflation had hit the material costs had gone up, interest rates have gone up, and based on that, we determined that this concept was no longer feasible. So at that point, my team did what we do best, and that is we started looking for other funding options. And working with Ameresco and their grant writers and my team, we started applying for grants. And we applied for an FAA-funded grant through the bipartisan infrastructure law. We applied for 2 years in a row because we didn't get selected the first year. This is a very highly competitive grant. In fact, probably one of the most competitive in the nation. So we didn't get selected the first year, but we didn't give up. And the second year we were selected, and we were only one of 99 airports in the country that were selected. And as mentioned a while ago, this total project is right at $7 million, but $5 million of that was covered from the bipartisan infrastructure law grant that we received. And as mentioned before, we call it the solar project, but this is really, project includes a full LED retrofit of the entire campus, inside and out, every light fixture you see. I think Ben said over almost 2,000 light fixtures that we replaced, as well as covering the car rental make-ready area and a portion of the short-term parking lot here that we're under today. And I'm very proud of this project, not only because it will decrease our operating costs because of the cut in electricity usage, but more importantly, the fact that it provides a much-needed upgrade for the customers and users of Killeen Regional Airport. I want to thank Mr. Cagle and the City Council for their support, and my team. Each and every person on my team's worked hard. Garver, as mentioned a while ago, they're an extension of our staff. They work just like a part of our team to make this day happen. I also want to thank the FAA for the grants, and also all of our congressional delegations. We've got Mr. Carter's representative here, and Mr. Pfluger's representative. We couldn't do what we do without your guys' help in Washington to help us get these grants. And finally, I want to thank Ameresco for hanging in there with us for almost, 7 years, almost 7 years now. We couldn't have done it without you guys too. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out today and being a part of this.
All right. Do want to thank everybody for joining us today, your city leaders, Fort Cavazos leaders, of course, Ameresco, and our airport is very fortunate to be partnered with Ameresco on this project, because their impressive track record includes work with Logan International Airport in Boston, NFL and Major League Baseball stadiums, Olympic venues, and municipalities and corporations worldwide. So their involvement here speaks volumes about the work Mr. Wilson and the staff have done here at the airport. So we thank the community again for helping us reduce our carbon footprint, embrace renewable energy, and mitigate climate change. This project helps shape our city's future and represents our commitment to sustainable practices and progress. So now as we wrap up, I'd like to invite the city leaders for our ribbon cutting pictures.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.